Top of the night. How everybody doing? You know what I would like for everybody to do? That's like, share, and subscribe. Help your brother grow. This is part 2 to Taz's wife scamming a scammer. Part 2. I'm doing a part 2 to this video because I want to show the people what I consider is called a double, which I believe is a French term. It was coined out there, double. And that is when there's a situation and a person tells the situation one way, and when asked or speaking about the situation again, they give a different account. So in my first video that I did, basically you're gonna hear Angela say out of her mouth, I gave Taz and Nyla $20,000 because they were staying in hotels and they needed some help at the time. But in this video that I'm finna play, you're gonna hear a caller who believed that Angela sincerely gave Nyla and Taz $20,000 because of their hardship. She really believed that. And when she called into the show, she basically gave Angela her flowers and said that, we as, average people, we really don't have money like that to just be giving out. And so, they should be thankful that you gave the money. And when the caller said that, Angela is going to basically say, well, I never gave them 20,000. And she's going to add another lady into the story that wasn't told in the previous podcast. And so what I would like to say is fair use, fair use, fair use. Let's get to it.
On me. We'll pull it out. We'll pull it out. Like I said, we all felons. But see, this one is acting like she ain't. It's the only reason why I'm putting this up here. I never said I wasn't a felon. I've been saying that before I even fell out with them. Nyla even wanted to interview me on my story. I just didn't want to do it with her. That's what I'm saying, y'all. This shows that Black women are truthfully, innately male identified. This is what this shows. This is what this shows. This is what this shows.
In Angela videos, what I noticed, she like to pause for a second and take a break without letting the viewers know. But I will take the time to speak while she's doing whatever she's doing. I don't know why she have a felon, and I don't know why Nyla have a felon. The only thing that I want to show you guys is that these people are scammers, and maybe this situation could also be a scam, meaning that these people talk to each other behind the scenes, meaning that they talk.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, hold on.
They don't think.
These people talk to each other behind the scenes. So what I mean is this is you will be watching a certain group, and they will be having a conversation online, and they will say, oh, hold on, we ain't got to talk about this now. We'll talk about this off camera, right? So I don't even know if this whole situation is something that they all whipped up together to even get our attention. But if this is a true natural problem that's going on amongst a group of people and they having a disagreement, it's gonna show in this video that I'm playing the reason for the disagreement. The reason for the disagreement is because it was some scamming going on and the scammer got scammed. Let's go.
That's why I said you just got to give them grace, because I think they being respecters of persons. That's why I said, y'all, they being respecters of persons. Hey, Terry.
So Terry is the lady who's calling in, who basically believed that Nyla gave Angela gave Nyla and Taz $20,000 because they were in hardship, right? This is what the caller is finna express, and this is what I want you people really to get out of the video that I'm doing. This is gonna show you that when certain content creators, they say things out of their mouths, it's like we as people just instantly believe them. We don't do no research. We don't take a second thought to may even be thinking like, dang, is this person lying or telling the truth? But in this phone call, you're going to clearly see that this lady thought that she gave Nyla and Taz $20,000. And from her thinking the wrong thought, she had to think about it for a second if she wanted to go along with it, but she didn't. She further explained the situation on the 20,000, and we're gonna get to it in a hot second. Let's go.
Hey, I'm on my patio. Is it too loud out here?
Well, you actually sound very low.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let me turn. You said it's low?
You loud now. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, one of the things that I noticed when I did listen to some of her videos was that, like, her voice, and I heard some other people say that before, it was like her voice did something to them. It was like a sixth sense or something. And they couldn't stand to really hear her or listen to her. And I was like that for a while myself. I had to force myself to listen to her, even on different people's panels. So I think that certain people who maybe empaths probably could chime in and also speak on that as well. So I'm saying that to say what you're saying as far as what's deep rooted in this person, it can be felt in different ways. It really can. And I want to let everybody know, give woman Spirit of grace that she needs to deal with what she's dealing with and go through what she's going through and handle it how she's handling it. Because at the end of the day, $20,000 can change a lot of people's lives.
You heard the lady right there. She said $20,000 can change a lot of people's lives. So when she said that, she was under the belief that Angela came out of her pocket, you know what I'm saying, willingly, you know what I'm saying, out the grace of her heart, you know what I'm saying, to give these people this amount of money because they was in need. And when you go back and watch the very first video I did, because this is a part 2, you have to watch the first episode. When you watch the first episode, if anybody watched that episode, they are going to believe that this woman genuinely gave them $20,000 out of her pocket. But you're going to hear her explain otherwise. Let's go. This the 70-30 show. You can't say the 70 without the 30.
It really can't. And if you're not just some wealthy person that can just fling money around, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. And I don't want people in the chat or anywhere else acting like, they just got like that, because the average person don't. So the fact that she even has resources to do that speaks volumes about this woman. So in extending yourself, and helping someone that's living in a hotel, that is a lot. Why haven't they?
You heard her. You heard the lady. She said what Angela did was very good of her because of the simple fact was that they were living in hotels. And she's basically saying that the money that Nyla said that she gave to them got them out of that situation and they should be humble. Let's go.
They shown where the address where they were living at, that they weren't living in a hotel. This woman is saying that they were, what did you say, the Red Roof Inn?
Girl, they were staying at the Red Roof Inn. They stayed at so many different hotels while I was cool with that chick for over 2 years. Mm-hmm. And all she did was complain. And I got so absolutely tired of it that I helped her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people sitting up here like, oh, well, you didn't give it to her out your own pocket. You ain't do. It's like, so what? I didn't give it to her out my own pocket. I explained it.
If you didn't give it to her out your own pocket, why are you so upset that they got the money? See, you know, when you dealing with profiles and you dealing with things of that nature, and a person name hasn't been a part of that scam, what happens is you need new individuals. So she didn't care that Nyla and Taz was standing in a hotel room. She had a situation to where, well, look at this. I can hook you up with my friend. They can do this and do that. This gonna be in your name since you never did it before. And then that was the case with the 20,000. You're gonna hear further in the video. But that's the case with the 20,000. So she never gave Nyla and Taz 20,000. She hooked them up with a situation where they had to use their information. So from that, they were supposed to give the other lady her cut and give Angela her cut. But since they never gave them their cut, now Angela is mad and making videos on Nyla and Taz. And I'm not here to defend Nyla or Taz. And two, I'm not here to clout chase or here to look for views or anything as far as what I'm doing. The bone that I have in this fight is that I try to talk to Taz one-on-one as a man, and instead of addressing me as that, he wanted to go and disrespect my mother. And, you know, you guys seen that in the video that I presented the evidence in where he did that. So all I'm showing you guys is how a group of people can scam the community, hardworking people who, you know, go to work every day to support their lives for the lies that they're telling. Let's go.
I pointed her in the direction of a resource. She got the money. Not only, it's way more than 20K, y'all. Because on not she hold on.
You heard her. She said she pointed her to the resource, right? So at the end of the day, you didn't even provide them with the $20,000. You provided them with the resource that could have provided them the $20,000. So you're trying to take the place of the person who really got the hookup. You're not the middleman, you're the middle woman in the situation. This the 70-30 show. You can't say the 70 without the 30.
Hold on, because I want to finish. Not only did she get the money, her neighbor got the money. Her daughter, who didn't even know her name was used, got the money.
So now, you heard what she just said. Her daughter name got used. So I don't know if the daughter is a minor or is grown, but basically you just heard her daughter name got used, right? So, just like I said earlier in the video, they need fresh individuals, fresh bodies who is not in the system for the scam. Let's go.
So it's well over 20K. And what Nyla do? Run off and try not to pay me and the lady the fee, because the fee was supposed to be paid to the lady, $2,000.
You heard her. Nyla ran off with the money. Her and her daughter ran off with the money and did not pay the fee. So, you know, technically, Nyla don't owe you $20,000. She owe you the fee. Why do you want the whole thing back when she just ran off with the fee? But see, now look at though, Angela, you a scammer and you got scammed. Like, sometimes it happens to the best of them. Let's go. This is the 70-30 show. This is the 70-30 show. This is the 70-30 show. You can't say the 70 without the 30.
Nyla had to be tracked down for like 4 or 5 months for $1,000. And then she said, I'll pay, I swear, she said, I'll pay the rest in a minute. And she was acting like she had an attitude about it. So I'm getting real mad. And then, you know, I got this person. I'm like, okay, well, I'll pay it to you. I'll pay it to you, babe. I just paid because I refer her to you. And I got it, you know, so I paid her $1,000. Just to settle it all out so I wouldn't feel horrific and fucking disingenuous as fuck and burn bridges. Because, see, that's what Nyla do. She's okay with burning bridges. I'm not. Especially with an accountant that can align you with money in the future. Why would you burn bridges, you idiot? So I'm like still it took me like another 4 or 5 months to track her down.
She was real mad. She said, why would you burn bridges? You idiot. You know what I'm saying? Because she's hooking up Nyla with a scam that she been hooking other people up with. And Nyla ran off with the money. She ran off with her cut. This has nothing to do with her helping her, because her and Taz was in and out of hotels. That's not the case. That's not the case. So, and I'm gonna play the other video, not her video, but the reaction video that I did, because I don't feel like looking for it and all of that. And you're gonna see how the double take place. What you hearing right now is not what you're gonna hear when I play it in about 3 minutes or so.
Now, for my money. Damn. And y'all sitting up here telling me that it's wrong and all of this when she's not denying the fact that she got the money. Y'all missing the point.
Wow. I'm literally like catching up on things. I watched several of your videos last week, and that's how I got caught up, because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, what happened? And I you know the thing where Irene kicked me off, okay? Because I was like, wait a fucking minute.
And as you see right there, this lady, she just gave no pushback. Like, you thought that she gave Nyla and Taz $20,000, and she just told you that I didn't give Nyla and Taz $20,000. They actually owe me money. And from there, why you didn't take the flowers back? This is the 70-30 show. Let's go.
And I heard the 20,000. I did catch, I think it was your accountant that came on and actually spoke about what took place and that money was owed and things of that sort. And I just was like, okay, why won't you just present a lease or whatever it is that people are saying that.
But like I said earlier in the show, with these group of cabal scammers, I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, they have conversations off of YouTube. They call each other on the phone, and you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they thought about stirring this kind of beef up, you know what I'm saying, to build their channel, because at the end of the day, we is on a planet that enjoy chaos. You know, we enjoy it, we pay for it, we laugh about it, we're entertained by it. So this could be a situation that could have been cooked up in the kitchen. Let's continue. Well, I think this is enough. Let me go to my reaction video, right? Where she is basically saying that she gave them $20,000. But y'all clearly heard just now that it's another lady involved, and that not only is another lady involved, more than $20,000 is involved, because her daughter also used her name. So it's more than 20,000. That's what Angela said out of her mouth. It's more than 20, but in the video that I'm going to play, it's only 20. So let's get to it. Top of the night. You know what I would like for everybody to do. That is to like, share, and subscribe. Back again with another topic on the 70-30 show. You can't say the 70 without the 30. What I'm talking about, fair use, fair use, fair use.
But unless you have met a woman that is a mammy and a mule, and you support her to the tune of $20,000, you can't talk to me about this situation.
You heard her just say, I supported her with the tune of $20,000. Support. That's the word that she used. Let's go.
None of y'all are going to be able to convince me I'm doing the wrong thing. None of y'all are going to tell me I waited too long. None of y'all are going to say, oh, she's obsessed. Unless you have broke bread to the tune of $20,000, man, shut the fuck up talking to me.
She said she broke bread to the tune of $20,000. On the other video, she said it was more than $20,000. People have more contradictions than the goddamn Bible. You can't say the 70 without the motherfucking 30. Let's go.
This is big girl moves. This is big girl moves. In any way I feel like addressing these raggedy, tired motherfuckers, I will. And the fact that you sit up and judge me, bitch, when you ain't never broke bread with a bitch the way that I do. You ain't never in your life.
She said broke bread. You didn't break bread. You gave her the information that she needed to scam you because you a scammer. And basically, she didn't pay you your cut. Simple.
You ain't never in your life broke bread the way that I do. I broke bread with that bitch to the tune of $20,000. I got that bitch out of hotels into Airbnbs.
What I'm hearing in this video, she supported a woman with $20,000 But there's men out here who you could have supported with $20,000, and probably he could have opened up a business and flipped that $20,000. But instead, you decided to give it to a woman. Let's go. Now, you even hear me. I already know it's a scam, right? But I'm going off of her words. You gave them 20,000 because they was in hotels so that they can be in Airbnbs. I already knew that was a lie, but it was, how can I say, the ancestors or something just came over me to tune in to your live stream on Wednesday when the lady called in and literally believed that you blessed those two people with that amount of currency. But you didn't. And I got the evidence here. Let's continue.
Because I feel sad for that hoe. Don't fucking come over here talking to me about my criminal record, my 3 baby daddies, and none of that shit. No matter what the fuck I did.
You have a criminal record and 3 baby daddies. Now, okay, you have 3 baby daddies. We're going to leave that alone. But let's get into the criminal record, right? I mean, is your criminal record has to do with anything with scamming? I don't know. I don't know what you went to jail for. I'm just basically asking a question. But it's quite strange that these cabal of scammers, these YouTube influencers that we watch, have a criminal background record that it's hard for them to make a honest dollar in society. Let's go.
I broke bread with that bitch and got her out of hotels. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm in my matriarchal power right now, and this bitch is about to sit.
I wonder what that matriarchal power is. I wonder, did she used to watch X-Men when she was a little girl? Because maybe the matriarchal power, the character Storm possess it. You know that black woman who controls the weather in the cartoon. But nevertheless, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea about me. I don't have nothing to hide. I want the world to see you a scammer. But let's go.
Sit the fuck down. It's that fucking simple. She can dox. See, that's all she can do is dox. But she can't talk about what actually happened about that 20K though. That 20K. That 20K. Just a minute.
Okay. She sound real mad about $20,000 that she said she gave away. Would you be mad at a homeless person if you gave them $20? Let's just say you gave a homeless person $20. Months go by. Is you finna be that angry at the homeless person that you gave them $20? Because evidently she gave them $20,000 under the pretense that Nyla and Taz was homeless. And she's selling her subscribers, people who is viewing her content, that Taz and Nyla was in need of help, like how homeless people are in need of help. So when you help somebody that's homeless, will you be this angry? I don't think so. But it's the 70-30 show. You can't say the 70 without the 30. Okay, now, why should she have to talk about the 20K if you gave it to her as a gift? What you're yelling on these panels, or on your panel specifically, is that you gave Taz's wife $20,000. If you gave it to her, it was a gift. Why should it be a problem? Let's go.
Imagine you looking at somebody like, damn, they need a little bit of help. They living in hotels and shit. Like, she got her nigga, like her neighbor is standing outside of hotels arguing with security and shit. And you talking to your homegirl, feeling some type of way, feeling bad for her and shit. But because I knew she was a prideful, egotistical ass bitch, I just blessed her with the bread and didn't say why I was doing it. I didn't tell this bitch why I was doing it. I didn't tell.
So, you didn't tell her why you was giving her the money. You didn't tell her. But in the video, not the video that I'm playing, excuse me. The video that I'm playing, right? She simply said that Nyla ran off on the plug, which is the other woman. She ran off. So did she run off on the plug, or did Nyla not know why you were giving her the money? People have more contradictions than the goddamn Bible. You can't make this up. You hear the words that's coming out of my mouth. She just said, listen, she just said, Nyla don't know why I was giving her the money. But if you go back to the beginning of my video, when the lady called in, she told the lady she ran off on the plug. Why would you do that? The 70-30 show. Let's go. I think I want to even...
Nyla, why I was helping her. I didn't.
Let's go back a little bit. I want y'all to hear that again.
Read and didn't say why I was doing it.
And
I didn't tell this bitch why I was doing it. I didn't tell Nyla why I was helping her. I didn't.
You heard her. I just played it back. I didn't tell Nyla why I was helping her. But go back to the beginning of the video and try and put it on the spot when the phone call happened. She's going to tell the lady that Nyla and her daughter basically took the money and ran off on the plug and did not pay her cut or the other lady her cut, and that she, Angela, had to come out of her pocket to pay her connect. Let's go.
I just did it. I just did it. So unless you have helped somebody in that capacity, and then they turned around and called you dumb.
Like, share, and subscribe. The 70-30 show.